everyone, it's Morgan from For the Love of Paper with a 12 by 12 layout process video for you today. This one I am actually going to be adding to my Project Life album, which I have never done before, but I had a week where it was only one side of the two spread layout, so there was a blank space on the other side. So I thought that I would do a layout of this photo, which happened to be in that week, and pop it in there. Hopefully it looks alright. As I said, I haven't done that before, so we shall see. And it is a photo of me and my son Sam having a little bit of a cuddle and taking a selfie, as you do. He's pretty photogenic and he quite often tells me to take a photo, mummy, take a photo. So of course I do. And I am using a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, which is from Stampin Up. I will put the colour in the description bar below because I can't remember off the top of my head. And the paper I'm using is from Prima, and it's from an old collection, Fairy Rhymes, and it's the A4 paper pad. So I've used a couple of different papers from that collection, and I just go and mount the photo on a couple of layers. The photo itself is quite muted, like the color's not as bright as it was. The shirt he's wearing is actually lime green in real life, but the photo came out really muted. I don't know, I must have had a filter on my phone and didn't realize, but I really like it. Yeah, so I'm trying to go for those muted tones with the papers that I choose. So I think I mat it 2 times with the pattern paper. Yeah, 2 times. And I do actually get out my inks and a stencil and do some stenciling in the background, which I haven't done before. I have had the stencils for a long time, pretty much since these ones came out. You'll see them in a minute. And I had not used them, so I thought I should. They were sitting in my stash, and when I had a big tidy up of my craft room before I rearranged it, I saw them and thought, oh, I should use those. So they've been sitting on my desk taunting me to use them, and I finally did on this layout. Oh, there they are. They are from Stampin' Up as well. I'll put a link to those as well if you are interested. And I had actually run out of white cardstock, so this is actually a backing cardboard from a 12 by 12 collection of paper as well. So I am trying to use up every single thing I can find and not waste stuff and not buy new stuff until I've used it. I know everyone says, oh, I'm not going to buy anything else until I've used what I've got, and it never happens. We always end up buying new stuff. But I am really trying. I'm on a pretty tight budget with my crafting stuff at the moment. We want to buy a house, so every single cent that I can save is going towards our house. So I can see the big picture and the goal at the end. It's just really hard not to buy stuff, but we will get there. And yeah, it's fun to try and make the most of what you have got, I think. So I'm trying to go for a bit of an ombre effect with the hearts on this one, but the pattern doesn't quite match up again at the bottom. Like the hearts are different on like across the whole stencil, so they didn't match up, but you can't notice too much once I put the photo over it and everything. It looks okay, I think. I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to those sorts of things, so I can see it, but anyone else looking at it probably would not notice. And I think I used 2 different coloured inks. One was Melon, Mambo, maybe, and I can't remember what the other one is, but I will write them in the description bar if you want to know. And I'm going to cut the middle of this cardstock out, and then I do mount my photo again on that piece, and then it kind of ties the whole page together, I think, with the 2 borders being the same. This is a bit of a boring bit, me using tape and peeling it all off, and you know my hate with this tape. I am nearly finished with it. I'm sure I've only got a couple of meters left on the roll, so hopefully it won't appear in too many more videos. Fingers crossed anyway. So just straightening it all up, making sure it's just right, and then trying to layer on some of the scrap pieces of paper from the sheets where I'd mounted the photo. I was trying to use up all the little scrap bits, otherwise they're either going to go in the bin or they're going to sit in the box of other scraps and never see the light of day again. So I thought I would just be frugal and use what I had out already. And there's mounting the photo the other time, so there's very little waste in this layout, which I am happy about. Yeah, it's a pretty miserable old day here in Brisbane, and I thought it would be a good chance for me to record a couple of voiceovers. I've got quite a few videos that I've filmed and edited and just haven't got around to doing the voiceovers, usually because my son's here, and being a 3-year-old, he is incredibly noisy. So he is here at the moment, but he's happy playing off in his bedroom, which is unusual. I thought I'd make the most of it and get some recording done, since as though we can't play outside because it's just too gross. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to the layout. Just sticking all the elements down. More of me using that tape. I know everyone hates watching people use tape. I know it, and I'm sorry, I just didn't edit it out of this one. I do apologize. Oh, I love this paper. It's kind of purpley and pinky and kind of peachy colors, and then it's got all these little white stars sprinkled all over it, and I really like it. I think there's 2 of each sheet in the paper pad, so I'm gonna have to try and find something else to use it where I can see a bit more of the twinkly stars. And then I got this, I think this is Maggie Holmes, they're vellum pieces. I can't remember what collection they're from. I will link it down below. I'll go and get it and pop it in the description. So I was trying to think of, trying to come up with something I could put in there, and together worked well. And then that little banner, I can't remember what it says, makes me happy, I think is what it says. And then there's these little vellum bunnies, and in the video you can't see it very well, but I do have a close-up at the end of the video. It's a little vellum bunny, and he's got gold writing all over him, and I thought that was so cute. Oh, there it is. See, it's white, so, or opaque I should say, so you can't really see it. But I thought that was so cute, and then that actually inspired me for my title for the page, which is going to be Snuggle Bunny. And that is something I have called Sam pretty much since he was born. I think I've always called him my little Snuggle Bunny. And then when I saw the little bunny vellum piece, it just all kind of fitted together just perfectly. It was meant to be, I think. I've had these, they're foam alpha thickers. I think they might be from Amy Tan. Oh look, there's my big fat head. I think I was trying to see if they were lined up correctly. But yeah, I've had these alphas for so long, and because they're kind of a muted peachy colour, they kind of tied in with all the other pieces that I had on the page. Oh, there's my fat head again. I'm sorry about that. I forget the camera's there sometimes when I'm doing the layout. And tried to move that bunny around a little bit, see where he could fit. He does end up going down the bottom next to the word together, but yeah, you can't see it very well at all. And I did try and put another bunny on the page, but he didn't work, so back in the pack for another layout. Yeah, and then I think I went away and I was trying to find some other bits and pieces to add onto the layout. So just gluing everything down now. I think this was pretty much everything that I did. So just gluing everything down. When I used the Tombow glue on the vellum, you could see the glue underneath even when it had dried. Well, I thought it had dried, and I was kind of a bit annoyed that you could see it, but I did this layout probably 3 weeks ago now, from when I'm doing the voiceover, and now I'm just looking back at it and actually you can't see the glue underneath it at all. So it does eventually dry clear. Obviously it just takes a few days to dry. So if any of you are wondering what you can glue vellum down with, because I know I have seen that question pop up on other forums and on Facebook, you can use the Tombow multi-line glue. It just takes a while before you don't see the glue lines underneath. And then I think that was just a punched out circle that I had lying around from somewhere. So glue that down, and then I added a little word. Oh, it's cute. Just little word sticker, and then I add an enamel enamel heart. It's one of the, I think it's from crepe paper, a little gold enamel heart. Just so cute and glittery. And I think that's pretty much all. I tried to add that arrow, but no. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.